Hello students, welcome back once again. Today we are going to discuss about formal charge. How to calculate formal charge on a particular atom. For this, let us take an example of ozone molecule. Let me write the structure of a ozone molecule. That is, ozone is double bonded to one oxygen atom and singly bonded to another oxygen atom. Apart from that, here there are 2 electrons. In this there are 4 electrons around it, and here we have 6 electrons around it. Now, how to find out formal charge in each of these atoms? Now let us number these as this is first oxygen atom, this is our second oxygen atom, and this is our third oxygen atom. Okay. Now let me find formal charge on first oxygen atom. Okay. So how to find formal charge is, there is a formula. Formal charge can be calculated as number of valence electrons in an atom. That has to be find it out. The number of unshared electrons you must know, and number of shared electrons you must know. Okay. What are the things you need to know is number of valence electrons. Now in oxygen atom, as you know, oxygen having atomic number 8. When you write the electronic configuration, you will get 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay, in which according to Lewis structures, you have to see the valence shell electrons only. In valence shell, that is the outermost orbit, there are 2s2 and 2p4 comes. Okay, total there are 6 electrons. So valence electrons are 6 minus number of unshared electrons. Unshared electrons means here you know these electrons are shared. Okay, these are called shared electrons. Now these are unshared electrons. How many unshared electrons are there? 2. So let me put 2 minus according to the formula. Next we have to find half number of shared electrons. How many shared electrons are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shared electrons are there. Okay, you have to take the opposite atoms electrons also you have to count when you count shared electrons. So here we have half into 6 electrons are there. So let me put it in bracket. So number of shared electrons are 6. So half into 1 by 2 into 6. Now when you take this one, 6 minus 2 minus 2 and 6, when you cancel you will get 3. So that is equal to 6 minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. You will get plus 1 as the charge. So here we will be able to say that plus 1 charge is there in this particular oxygen. Okay. Now let me find oxygen 2, second O. Okay. So Fc means a formal charge of a second oxygen. Now in second oxygen, here as you know valence electrons same only, so we will write 6 valence electrons are there minus number of unshared electrons 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 unshared electrons, so let me write 4 minus number of shared electrons 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have half into 4. Okay, so you will get 6 minus 4 minus half, you will into 4 is 2, you will get 2, 4 minus 4 minus 2, you will get 6 minus 6, that is equal to 0. That means the second oxygen there is no charge, so 0 charge is there. Okay, so it is not either a plus or a minus. Okay, now let me find charge on third oxygen. Okay, third oxygen. If you find valence electrons are valence electrons in this atom is 6, then minus number of unshared electrons. Here we have more number of unshared electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 you have to write. 6 minus. Then how many we have? Shared. That is half into 2. Half into 2 is 1 only. So 6 minus 6 is 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 minus 1 we will get a minus 1. So what we have to write here is, here we have a minus 1 charge is there. So children, what you have to understand here is, in this particular bond between oxygen and this oxygen is having a plus 1 charge and this oxygen is having a minus 1 charge. After all, when you look totally, when you consider, oxygen doesn't have any charge because this plus 1 and minus 1 cancel out. Okay, but this oxygen actually donated its electron. This bond is actually some sort of a coordinate bond only, where this oxygen shared its electron to another oxygen, and that oxygen atom again shared with that electron. Okay, that's why it is getting a negative charge on this oxygen, and electrons, these all the 6 electrons which are valence electrons in this oxygen is remaining, and this 7th oxygen comes from this oxygen. It has donated its electron to this oxygen. So the charge on this oxygen is minus 1 and charge on this is plus 1. So this way, calculating the charge on each atom, we call it as formal charge of an atom. Okay, let's take another example. Next, let me take a carbonate ion. Carbonate ion, that is CO3 2 negative. Let me draw the structure of carbonate ion, that is C double bond O, single bond O, single bond O, having this oxygen around it 6 electrons, around this oxygen also 6 electrons, around this oxygen there are only 2 electrons. Now let me take first of all Fc, that is formal charge on carbon atom, that is equal to carbons. First what we have to write is number of valence electrons. Carbon has 4 valence electrons minus number of unshared electrons. How many unshared electrons are there? Not a single one is there, so you can put a 0 there, minus half into shared electrons. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons are there. So you can write half into 8. So total comes 4 minus half into 8 is minus 4. You will get 0. So charge on this carbon atom is 0. Okay. Now let me put these oxygens as 1, 2 and 3. So now first of all let us take a formal charge on first oxygen atom, that is equal to, oxygen has valence electrons 6 minus number of unshared electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 4 minus half into number of shared electrons 1, 2, 3, 4. So half into 4. So this you will get 6 minus 4 minus half into 4 is 2. You will get 6 minus 6 minus 6, that is equal to 0. So this oxygen also having a 0 charge on it. Okay. Now let us take this particular oxygen, that is Fc on second oxygen, that is valence electrons on oxygen, you know, that is 6 minus number of unshared electrons around this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. So 6 minus shared electrons 2 are there, that is half into 2. Half into 2 is 1. So 6 minus 6 is 0. Minus half is 1. So you will get minus 1 as a formal charge. So this has a minus 1 charge on it. And now this third one, Fc on a third oxygen atom, that is equal to, similar way it will be 6 valence electrons are there and 6 unshared electrons. Unshared means not involved in sharing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. 6 minus half into number of shared electrons 1, 2. So half into 2. So total we have 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 minus half into 2 is 1. So you will get minus 1 on this oxygen has also minus 1 charge. So what we can confirm from this is CO3 has a 2 minus or a minus 2 charge it has. So altogether this particular species is an ion, we can say, by finding out the charge on each atom. Okay, and now we are able to say this particular charge resides in which particular atom. Earlier we were not able to say in a polyatomic species and all which atom is having this charge. Now we are able to tell that particularly which atom is having that particular extra negative charge or extra positive charge in it, or whether in the molecule as a whole it is neutral or not. In ozone's case we have seen that that minus and plus cancel each other, so ozone doesn't have any charge. Okay, so children, practice questions related to formal charge from your refreshers and all. Next, let us study about limitations of these Lewis structures. According to Lewis structure, what we have learned is in order to complete octet, elements combine or atoms combine to form molecules or ions and all. But there are some exceptions in this octet rule. That is what we are going to discuss now. First limitation is incomplete octet of the central atom. The number of electrons surrounding the central atom is less than 8. Look at these examples: lithium chloride, beryllium hydride and boron chloride. In these examples, if you see, Li and Cl shares 1 electron in between them. So the outer electronic configuration is not coming to 8. In case of beryllium, it is completing 4 only. And in case of boron, BCl3, boron is completing 6 electrons only around it. Okay, so the number of electrons surrounding the central atom means the atom which is in the middle. Like here BH2, beryllium is the central atom, and BCl3, boron is the central atom. Central atom is not completing it's 8 electrons. Another limitation is odd electron molecules. An odd number of electrons like nitric oxide NO and nitrogen dioxide, the octet rule is not satisfied for all the atoms. In case of nitric oxide, if you count nitrogen's electrons, 3 unshared electrons are there and 2 electrons are shared with the oxygen, so that is 4 coming. 4 plus this 3 comes 4 plus 3 is 7. So nitrogen is not completing octet. Now if you look at nitrogen dioxide also, on nitrogen 1 electron is less because nitrogen has donated its electron to oxygen there, and nitrogen is getting an odd electron in it. Both the cases odd electron molecule is coming. That is also against octet rule. Next we have expanded octet. In these elements, there are more than 8 valence electrons around the central atom, which is termed as expanded octet. In the examples PF5, SF6 and H2SO4, if you look at phosphorus atom in PF5, 10 electrons are there around phosphorus atom, and in case of SF6 molecule, there are 12 electrons around the sulfur atom, and in case of H2SO4, 12 electrons are there around sulfur central atom. So these elements are more than 8, that is beyond the concept of octet rule. So this expanded octet rule is also another limitation of octet rule. So this rule does not explain the relative stability of the molecule being totally silent about the energy of a molecule, but these molecules all exist. So students, rest of the topics we will be discussing in our next module. Thank you and have a nice day.